Hi everyone, Dr. Gillespie here to introduce you and welcome you to EDU 200 online. So to get us started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my screen so that you can see what it looks like in Blackboard. So give me just a second to do that. So EDU 200 is 100% online. So everything that we do will be submitted and accessed through Blackboard. So if you come to the first page, when you first come into the course, you will see the announcement page. Every time you log in, the announcement page will be there. And on the announcement page, it tells you a couple of things that you're going to need for the course and the focus of the course. So for this course, you will need the Wolfert and Perry Child and Adolescent Development 2nd edition book. You will also need Microsoft Office 365 for students, which is a free download for students. All you have to do is enter in your Coker email address if you don't already have Microsoft Office 365. And then, of course, you're going to need Blackboard. So for the syllabus, you can access it right here. And then there's some how-to guides that have screenshots and directions if you forget how to take a quiz or how to respond in a discussion board or how to upload any of your assignments. There are some how-to guides there for you to access. And then if you are an education major, there is also links here to your Praxis Core information as well. And then also on your announcement page, you're going to notice that there is a plagiarism post here as well. So for this course, you are going to have to use APA formatting. So if you're not sure how to do that, there are some links here that will show you how and how not to plagiarize and making sure that you quote things and that you cite things correctly. So the announcement page is pretty much going to consist of those two things. From there, over on the side, these are going to be the important things that you need for the course. So first off, you have course information, assignments, and then Blackboard tools. Blackboard tools, that's kind of up to you if you use those or not. So if you like the new and do function, you can use that. If you need to email students or the professor, you could do that. But everything else over here, the first two are the most important. So course information, of course, the announcements are there, but that's the first page that it takes you to when you come into Blackboard. Your course materials, that is going to be where you can find the syllabus and all the assignments for the course. And then also you have contact information. So if you need to email me, right here is my email address. Please be aware that my best contact method is email. If you call my office, I'm not always in the office. Sometimes I'm teaching, sometimes I'm working from home. But if you email me, it will come to me right away. And I always have either my phone or my tablet or my laptop with me. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to contact you. But please be aware that on the weekends, especially on the weekends, make sure you give me 24 hours to respond to you. So try not to wait and procrastinate with those last minute questions. Now, this class is an online class, so I do have office hours that are on campus. However, if you need to, you can always set up virtual hours with me and we can meet through Google Hangout or we can talk on the phone however you need to. And then the other thing over here that's very important is going to be your calendar. So on your calendar, over here, my calendar is going to look a little bit different than yours because I have a lot more courses on the side. But for me, mine is green. Yours may be a different color. And it shows you everything that's due for this course. Please remember this course is 8 weeks, so it is pretty intensive. So don't let all of those assignments that are coming up due kind of scare you away. It's just that it's very condensed. And every week I'll walk you through what's due and how to, all the directions and guidelines will be there for you. So all of our assignments pretty much are due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now, this week of April the 1st is a little bit of an exception, and I talk about that in your weekly direction and guidelines coming up. So April 1st is Easter Sunday, so I didn't have you to turn in any assignments on that day. I extended that date till Monday, so that's why that one is a little bit different than the other weeks. And then the very last week, which is in May, you'll notice that it's a little bit different there too, because this is our final exam week. So you have some assignments due on Sunday, then you have some assignments due on Tuesday, and then on Thursday. And those assignments that are due are really just responding to your peers in the discussion board. And we'll talk about that a little bit more when it's time for that week. So that is week 8. So Besides the course information, you have your announcements, your course materials, your contact information, and your calendar. The weekly assignments are right here. So you have week 1 all the way to week 8, and then you have a discussion board tab. The discussion board tab is really just if you were trying to go in and respond and you didn't want to go through the weeks, you could click on it. But honestly, you don't ever have to use that tab. It's kind of up to you and whether or not you use it. So I have it linked directly in the weeks for you. So it makes it a little bit easier for you to go over into the courses, into the discussion board. But if you want to go through, you could slide and scroll all the way through these and find them. But it's a lot easier just to go through the weeks. But if you want to use that to go to one in particular, so you don't have to go through the week and find it, you can do that too. So in the assignments over here to the side, every week says pretty much the same thing. It says the week, the dates that the week is involved with, and then to get started, click on the folder and view the directions and guidelines for the week. So when you click on here, you're going to notice that there's either 3 folders or 4, or either 3 folders or 4 folders, depending on which week it is. So you'll have a folder for directions and guidelines. This is the most important folder at the beginning because it's going to tell you what's due for the week. It's going to give you all the materials that you need for the week and so on. You have an assignment folder, and this is where you upload your assignments. And then you have your discussion board post folder, and these are for anything you have to do a discussion board post for. Now, let me flip to week 2 to show you where you might see 4 folders. So anytime that you have a peer response, I have a direct folder for that so you know that that's where you're supposed to put your peer responses. So let me go back into week 1, and I will show you what this will look like. So in week 1, you're going to have a file at the beginning, and this is your weekly direction and guidelines. All you have to do is click on it, and it will download, and then you can open it up. And it will tell you everything that is due for the week. So there's a weekly overview. It tells you what's due and the date. And then you can notice that it's going to have it broken up. So course overview, what's due, your textbook readings, your Who Am I personal development project, and your discussion board post. And then it gives you a preview for the following week. So very important document for you to download for that. And then under that, the directions and the guidelines are going to be your course materials. So anything that you need to complete what is in the directions and guidelines will be here in this folder. So all you have to do is click on it and you'll find the syllabus, you'll find the rubrics and the guidelines and templates. Everything that you need for that week will be in the materials folder. So you can see there's an example, there's a template, everything that you need is right there, including the weekly PowerPoints for the chapter readings. So this is where you find all your information for the week on what it is that you're supposed to do. To submit your assignments, you either do it in one of these 2 folders, depending on which it is. If it's a discussion board, it goes in the discussion board folder. If it's an assignment, it goes in the assignment folder. So let me click on the assignment folder and show you. So you have 3 assignments in this folder. So you have your syllabus quiz, your Who Am I personal development project, and then you have your chapter 1 quiz. To take a quiz, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is click on it. It's not timed, and you can save it and restart. So to start a quiz, all you have to do is hit begin. For your project, all you have to do is click on it. You can see the rubric if you want to. Make sure that you upload your file, and then you just hit submit down at the bottom. Make sure that you hit submit and not save draft. Some people forget sometimes and they hit save draft and then it never gets submitted to me. So make sure that you hit the submit button. And then the quiz for chapter 1 is exactly like the quiz up there at the top. So then down here on the discussion board post, all you have to do, like I said, I link you directly to the discussion board feed that you need to do a response to. So to do this, all you have to do is click on it, and then you can put your post there. So all you have to do is create a thread and then make sure that you put your name and what your project is. And then you would come and you would browse your computer to find what it is that you need. So here is my Who Am I project. So I'm just going to upload that file, and I'm just going to write a note that just says, everyone, here is my Who Am I project. I look forward to learning more about you. And then making sure that we read it and proof it before we submit it. Again, make sure that you hit submit and not save draft. So then you can submit it. It may take a couple of seconds to do that, depending on how big your file is. And then it will eventually go over and upload. And as you can see, once it uploads, it will go into the main feed where everybody's discussion board post will be. So to access your peers, all you would have to do is click on their file, and then there it is. So you would see their post, and then to respond, you would just hit reply. So it's pretty straightforward from that. So the directions and guidelines are all there for you. There's examples, and everything that you possibly could need is in there. But if you have any questions about how to upload or what to do for the week, all you have to do is email me, and I will be glad to help you in any way that I can. So welcome to the class, and I look forward to getting to know all of you more as we learn more about child development.